Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a quick video on a little hat project that I started. This is printed on Siser Colorprint Easy, and then I'm going to use the same brand of Tack for it. It's also Siser brand, however you say it. Sorry about my squeaky chair. Everything I have squeaks. My chair, this table. I'll be using... Trying to find it here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, this is it's the high-tech mask. That's what it says right there. And I get this from a local supplier here in Dallas area. It's a GSG in Dallas. You can look them up online. They will ship to you for free if you spend a certain amount. I think it's over $100 or something like that. Sometimes if I'm in a pinch, I like to go actually to the place and pick it up. But anyway, I'll be using that tack. And then the hats I ordered from I think the place is called the Park Wholesale. And then if I can't find those where I need, I'll usually look online. Just do a Google search for wholesale hats and you'll find what you're looking for. This particular hat, it's a Decky brand. It's a 5-panel flat bill. It's a cotton snapback hat. I just ordered a dozen, and the reason why I get 5-panel is because there's no seam in the center of the hat right here. So when you press, it'll be on a nice flat, smooth surface. But the hat still looks pretty good. You know, it's the style that everybody likes right now as far as flat bills go. And then when I create the graphic, I kind of I'll print it out on paper first, or because I also have a laser printer that I use just to kind of judge the size, and then I kind of determine what size I want it to be, and I want to be sure it's big enough to go across the hat, but not too big to where it goes too big up and down the hat. And then I usually will create a proof and send it to the customer and let them see how it's going to look. It's just a digital version of proof, and then once they approve it, I'll go ahead and print it out and let them know. The graphic for this one was fluorescent looking on the screen, so as you guys know, the BN20 doesn't print fluorescence very well, so you got to let them know that it's not going to be as bright as it is on the screen, which most of you guys know that's always kind of a challenge to communicate to a customer. The hat press, I'm getting it's all warmed up. I'm going to do, it's going to be at around 310. I'll be pressing them twice, once at 15 and then once again at 15, just to make sure everything sticks. We'll go ahead and put some tack on there, and then I'll be back. One thing I do when I put my tack down is I like to just put the roller down on my table, and then I'll pull just enough material that I'll need for whatever it is that I'm doing, and then I'll let the tack paper just lay flat, and then I'll set the image on top of the paper real softly, and then just kind of smooth it out with my hands. Working with hats is a lot easier because the print is a lot thinner. I'm not thinner, a lot smaller, so you're not having to worry about what's not hitting the tack and what is, kind of lining it all up. Plus you don't use that much tack, so it just works out better for me. So then for like this right here, I'll just kind of put it at the very edge so I don't waste any material, and just kind of lay it down and then just smooth it out. And then get your squeegee and kind of press on top of it so everything sticks, so when you start peeling it, it doesn't give you any issues. I feel like this high tech works real good. It sticks to it real well when I peel it back, so everything works out good. Here's a little test piece I had. I still have enough room for it over here to stick on, so I'll go ahead and lay that on there. Squeegee it up real good. Get the stick on there, so when it's time to peel, it'll peel real nice. Then grab the second part. Of course, this is printed on 20-inch wide paper, and this tack is 20-inch wide, so you always just kind of lay it flat and smooth it down, just like that. All right, so there it is. That's got a dozen images on there. So just take the scissors and start cutting them out. I like to cut them in 2 separate strips at first, and then I'll try to peel it back all at once, and then I'll trim them up individually before I stick them on the hat. But this high tack, I said, it usually works pretty good, and when you peel it back, I always peel it back real, I guess you could say real sharp, not so much of a pulling it back straight up, because a lot of times it'll still stick. I try to pull like flat, and then it kind of comes off. And sometimes little spots will stick, but like I said, this part seems to do real well. And this is sticking pretty good. There we go. I'll just trim it off a little later. I got this little small piece right here. Same thing. Sorry, it's taking so long. There we go. Yep. Like that, and peel it off. There we go. Now when I go back to trim them, I'll just trim them real close. I'll try to leave enough on there so it'll still stick to the hat, so I won't have to fight it in the press so much on the hat, but enough to where it'll leave me enough room so I can line it up where it's supposed to be. So I think that's gonna look pretty cool once I get it on there. All right, I'm gonna try to press it down now, just so I can see. I'm gonna line it up on the hat. Gotta find my center spot. I already know where the center is on the image itself, so I just make sure I put it in the center of the hat like I like it. And then make sure that I feel like it's gonna be pressed really well. Yeah, see, this has got this lump up here, and that's why I put this towel on the bottom. So I'm actually gonna fatten it up a little more because I don't like how lumpy that is. And then I always make sure everything's flat, because when you have these bumps and creases on there, it'll show up on the bottom of the hat, or not show up, but just makes it uneven. So I'm gonna do that. Set this on top. Give me a better surface to press on. I think that should work a little better. I like to pull down and tug on it. You can use this this down here to kind of stretch it out, but sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Right now I'm gonna try without it and see how it is. I think it'll work out okay. I'll throw this on here. I'm gonna tug on this a little bit. Get it down. Bring this down. Let's see where it lines up. See how that works. It's kind of tight. I was doing some patches on my jacket earlier, and I felt like it was kind of tight. One thing about this timer is it starts to go as soon as you barely move the handle. I wish it would wouldn't start until you had it all the way flat. So let's see how it came out. Looks like it's got a little crease, so I'm gonna have to try to work with it and flatten that out. Yeah, to pull that sucker really tight. Gave me a crease on there. Shoot. So actually I've had to fight with it quite a bit. First hat kind of got messed up a little bit, but I was able to fix it just with a little heat and a little pressing. I was able to get it smooth. So what I'm doing, what I'm finding out is this hat right here has this part right here is causing it to sit in, and it's not laying flat. So a lot of times it won't stick right there very well. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing it once like this, and then I'll kind of turn it a little bit this way and press it again, and turn it this way and kind of press it again, just to get that center spot flat. And then I added an extra piece of cushion under my towel here, just to give more material under back here, this part, to raise up so it'll press on there. This is the cheap press. There's not many adjustments you can do to it, but if you see what I'm doing, I'm adding this piece of foam and some of this other stuff just to get the base to be flat enough to get it on there, and it seems to be working out okay, but it turned out okay. So I got about 10 more, or no, about eight more to do. And there we go, so they're done now. It took me a little bit to figure out what was going on with this front part in the press, but once I added a few little padding modifications to the press, I was able to get it to come out pretty good. So hopefully the gentleman I did it for will be happy with them. Thanks for watching.